y'all, it's Shannon from Creative Chaos in Tennessee, and today we are back with another layout for scrap timber. Today's is cut, file, punch, or die, and we are also combining this with Blooms Around the World over on Ginger's Corner, and today I'm doing South Africa. To earn your flower for this country, you must create a layout using red and yellow as your primary color palette. You must also include a mermaid somewhere on your layout. So, this one got me. Because I thought red and yellow with a mermaid. I mean, usually mermaid, you find them in pastel, like purples and pinks and all those things, not red and yellow. And I was like, a mermaid with red and yellow? So I had to rack my brain for a minute, and then I thought, okay, I could do some pool pictures, because I don't really have the beach or anything to use a mermaid for. So I found these pictures of my grandbabies playing in the pool this summer, and, I have this from a swap. I don't know who made it. It's not signed. I have some cut-aparts and ephemera, and then I found these mermaid stickers. I found one other mermaid that was a die that someone made in a swap, but it was not, it was like purple, and I was like, okay, purple is not going to work on this. So, I found these little mermaid girls stickers. I don't know where they came from, but I've had them for a long time. And this came from a swap. I don't know who made it either. And then I stamped out some flowers. So then, all I did was take my red and my yellow pattern paper. And this one I just cut up into these strips to get this strip. And I know I've had someone ask me once before, how did I do it? So I'm going to just show y'all real quick, because I don't measure. You could totally measure this out. But what I do is I just take my normal, think of this as 12 by 12, I already cut it up. But take it and where you have this, depending on how wide or whatever you want it, what I do is I just start cutting in at an angle. And then like I said, if you like it, your line's perfect and straight and all that, by all means, use a ruler. But then you have your little thing, and then if you wanted to, you know, turn it a certain way, then boom, you have your little sun rays. There may be an easier way to do it, but that's just how I do it. And if I wanted it wider, like for this, since this is already has this going on, I would probably just cut this, which that gives you another one right there, and then I would just cut this. And then you could totally just cut it at an angle. And that's even a smaller one. But then you have one. So, that's how I get them. Like I said, there may be an easier way, but I don't know. For this part, because I'm going to create a sun if you didn't know. I just took a 12 by 12 sheet of paper, and then I folded it in half. On top of, like, in half. And then I just took a pencil. I don't know if you could see my pencil mark or not. And I just kind of drew a line. Now, if you had a compass or something like that, you could totally use that and do your circle to draw it out. But I did, and then I just trimmed it off. So then I have a sun that'll span 2 pages. So, you know, if you only wanted to do one, you could totally do a half, do your sun, just here, and then have a 1 page, which I probably could have done, but I had 4 pictures. I technically had 5, but I decided not to use the 5th one. But because I had 4 pictures, I didn't want to cover up all of what I was doing on a 1 page. So I decided to do it as a 2. So, I have my pieces cut out for both pages. So, I'm just going to move all of this over. And we're going to work on gluing stuff down. and I have some glitter because I want to add in. I want to do a few other little things. Okay, I'm going to glue this down last just because I'm going to need to tuck things under, and I may even need to trim some of these off. So, my glue stuck. Okay. I'm going to lightly glue these to begin with. I'm just going to have a small amount. And also I'm going to just kind of leave this here so I can judge how far under I'm tucking things. And then that way if I need to rip things up, it won't be so hard. I also did go ahead and I distressed, I inked my edges and I distressed them with my distress tool so that it would just save time of me putting it together with y'all. I just thought it would give it a little extra dimension and character. Okay, so like I said, if you wanted to have your one page, then there's your one page. And then you could add your photos. Like I said, I had 4 and I didn't want to cover everything up. But you could totally, you know, if you had 2 photos, that would work out good. And then you could add in a title or whatever and add your other embellishments and call it good. So, now I'm going to continue on over here. I have some I'm going to have to trim off. Alright, so, let's see. I am going to just go ahead and glue this part down. I'll also just distress the top of this sun. I would have much rather used orange and not red, but it called for red and yellow, so I had to improvise. Okay, now I'm going to do the same thing over here. And this one. And I'm going to trim. And I'm not worried about all these sticking up because whenever I glue this down, it'll hold it all down. Okay, and there's that part done. Now, I'm going to take my white pen and just draw. Actually, I think I'm going to take my black, which I normally don't. And I'm just going to go around and draw some lines. Y'all know I like to do 3. My brain just likes 3. I'm going to do the same thing here. And I could totally do this in white. But I think black will help it stand out more so that it's not, it'll give it more dimension so it's not so flat. And this is why I like doing multiple lines so that it hides all the imperfections of it not being straight. I like the doodled, carefree look. I think I've about run my pen out, if y'all can believe it. It's alright and very dark. Okay, I like that. Now I'm just going to add my photos on. Let's see. Okay, I think I'm going to switch this one and this one. Just because of the direction of how they're looking in the photos. Lainey, she could take it or leave it with swimming, but Kaylee, I'm telling you, that child is a little water dog. I tell her that all the time. I told her I think she's part fish because she loves the water. She will use any excuse to get wet, to dive as best she can in that little bitty pool, you know. But it was just to have fun, so. And then I'm kind of just going to tuck some embellishments here and there. I think I'm going to put this one on foam because this one's going to be my title. And then I have this little sun. I already put foam on it. Of course, we build a sun, but I wanted to use another one because the challenge was to use a die cut, cut file, or something else. I already forgot. Cut file, punch, or die. So then I just have my little flowers left and my mermaids. So let's add some flowers in. Let's see, let's tuck a little mermaid in. No, don't stick yet. Okay, let's just tuck her here. Even though she's on top of a gem. At least they're clear stickers. Stickers are something that I have a hard time using. I just don't. Unless it's like thicker alphabet stickers. Are stickers hard for you guys to use? Especially small stickers. Because, I don't know. I like big embellishments. I kind of thought about adding this just to have something else to kind of balance. And then tuck in my other mermaids. Oh, I'm missing one here. Just going to use them all up. That way I'm done with them. No. And it's ripping the paper. Okay, let's hide the tail since I messed it up. They're not very forgiving, that's for sure. Let's see. I think I'll put it right here. And then you know what? I think I'm going to go back with my pen and I'm going to just do little dashes in between. Just to give it a little something. Since I already have that doodle feel going on with it, with the lines, I think I am. Well, I'm about done now. And I don't care, like I said, if they're perfect, not perfect, crooked, one's bigger than the other. I feel like it just adds to the charm of the layout. Okay. And I will call that good. I'm going to put the year right here on the beach ball. And that's going to be the layout. So, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Go over and check out Blooms Around the World on Ginger's Corner. And check out the Scrap Timber playlist below of everyone else playing along. And come back and let's see what we do tomorrow. Bye, y'all.